Good as it's gonna get. Hello, everybody. Anyone that's coming in, please like and share. Give me just 1 sec to get everything set up. How is everyone today? Hey. Please like and share. Hi, Bud Files. How are you? I am getting things set up, so I will be right with you all. I can't set this up beforehand because I can't tell where the screen's going to be on here. So I try to do it this way. All right. So I cannot stand when these ads are right there. They block the deal. So I'm going to share this real quick. Okay, so I'll be right back. Hang on just a sec. I am here. And if you would, please share this out. Can't see the chat right this sec either, so hang on just a sec. All right. Promise I will be right there. My screen needs to be cleaned big time. Hey, I'm sharing on Twitter, and then I will be right back over to the screen. Good morning. I hope everyone's having a good day. Okay. So we have the Bud Files here. I hope you are doing okay. If you're here, please say hello so I can say good morning to you. I'm just trying to get everything set up. Okay, I think we're good for now. Hey, Laura. And Dad and Cody and Lucy. So today we're going to take a look at some pictures that I have captured and some other people have captured. I tried to get people to send me in their best photos, but a lot of them just had videos, and I can't play those on here just yet because I haven't quite figured that out. So once I get back on the StreamYards and stuff like that, there will be days that we share those and can go over the other footage. So But if y'all will, please smash a like, share this out. So we're going to go over some pictures. Hello, Wood Riders from Florida. How are you today? And I'm hoping y'all can see these real well on here. I know the vertical screen is going to make it difficult on some of them, but I think it'll be all right. I'm going to let a few more people get in here before we get started. I'm trying it a little bit different today, just because on the days that I've set up the live stream beforehand and put a thumbnail and a title and all that, the views weren't the best. So I'm thinking that when you just go live, that's when the verticals go into the shorts feed. So we'll see how that works. And it may or may not be. It may not have nothing to do with it. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started. I'll go ahead and show this one first. This is a picture that I took. Actually, it's part of our video. Hi, Sarah. When me and Layne went to Brown Springs in Thackerville, Oklahoma, we were up in the 1800 cemetery, and I took this photo, or took this video, and my niece Casey is the one that actually caught it in the video, and she took a picture of it off her TV and sent it to me, and she said, look at these spirits that you captured in this. And so I went through and looked through the video, and I found the exact spot she was talking about, and you can clearly see these spirits walking up out of the woods. Right here, let me zoom these in each by themselves. Right here, you can clearly see a face, the hair. You can see like a striped shirt. And then you can see that he is wearing shorts. You can definitely tell that it's a little boy. And then over here, you see another boy walking up, and he's wearing a t-shirt and blue shorts. And you can like even make out his legs. You can tell that he's wearing shorts. But then those two were very noticeable. Those are the ones that she circled. But I did notice something else. Let me see if I can move this over a little bit. Here, I see a man who looks like he's wearing a suit. You can see it right here. He looks like he's wearing a suit. And then there's a woman that he's holding on to, and it looks like she's wearing a white dress. And it almost looks like she has a veil on. So I don't know if that was like a married couple or something. But this cemetery and this dirt road is right off of the main highway. It's off of 35. And it is also near a casino and stuff. But the casino was just built there a few years back. But yeah, you can clearly make out all these spirits that just walked up on the video. And I was really shocked to see it. But if you pay real close attention to the photo, and I have posted this photo all around, but there are like faces and stuff. And I know some of them are not actual faces. Some of them could be the trees and the leaves, the way they make certain deals. But this place right here, Brown Springs, is very active. And you can get a lot of activity there. So that's probably one of my favorite pictures. Okay, I'm trying to get this to where a lot of the picture is inside there. All right, so that was one of my favorite deals. I have another picture here from Brown Springs. I've gotten a lot of really good evidence from there. Hey, Robbie. All right, so let's go over this next one. Is another screenshot from a video, and it's a person laying down. And this person supposedly had like some kind of a demonic attack. But before he had the attack, there was this dark shadow figure over him in the video. And then once he starts having the attack, the shadow figure is gone. So if you haven't seen that video, I mean, it's pretty creepy. And it definitely can be faked. I know that. Hi, Donnie. Are you on the boat yet? Donnie's going to be going live here in just a little bit. Double D Paranormal Adventures. He's going to be fishing. And I love watching that kind of stuff. So make sure y'all go check him out here in just a little bit while he's live. Thank you, Donnie, for being a member for 26 months. Let's see if y'all can hear me better now with this. You haven't gotten in the water yet? All right, can y'all hear me a little bit better? Thank you. We love y'all too, Donnie. You, Kayla, and the girls. So you definitely take a look at this video. It's just I think it's shadow figure. Oh, what was the name of the title? I'll have to find it and I'll put it down in the comments. Okay, thank you, Donnie. God, why did I say Donna? Can't talk again. All right, so this is at nighttime, and it was caught by CCTV, and this is of a spirit here. The only thing that makes me wonder about this one, let me see if I can get it brought up even more for you. The only thing that makes me wonder about this one, hi babe, or howdy, is the glow around it. I have a lot of, in my photo editor that I use, PicMonkey, I have a lot of ghost or apparition photos that you can stick into a deal, and all of those have that little glow and band around them. So I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it or not. Hi, Traveling Tyler. But I mean, it doesn't look like the glow like the editor has in it. It almost has like a fading, almost like it's appearing, maybe. But that's the only thing, the only problem I have with spirit deals that have like that glowy thing around them is because, I don't know. And it could just be that there's a light shining right here too that makes it, that catches the glow of it. Hi, Sarah. How are you? All right, let's go to the next one. All right, so this one, I'm trying to get these to where y'all can see them good, because I know we're on the vertical. This one is in a house, again, on CCTV, and they caught something in their kitchen area. You can see it here. Hey, Sean, you've been a member for 45 months. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening in, Sean. I know you're probably working right now. We love you bunches. But I can't really tell. I mean, it almost looks like a statue sitting there, but you can kind of see like the little glowy coming out of it on this side. But they caught this, and it looks like maybe a stove or something that it's standing in front of. So maybe this could be, hi Florina, this could be like a residual spirit who does the same things every day. Maybe they were hearing stuff in their kitchen, and that's why they set up the camera towards the kitchen area. This could be a woman coming in and cooking breakfast like she did for years and years, and then passes away and still continues to do that. That would suck big time. You pass away and you still cook and clean and do all that every day. But I know there are some residual spirits that do that. I've been capturing a lot of UFOs lately on camera. It just seems to give off a negative energy when I see them for a few. Oh, I bet. I bet. And because we don't even really know what kind of energy they put off. I know some people have been close enough, and there are that the government can lie all they want to. There has been experiments done on them and whatnot, but we don't know actually what kind of energy fields, energy that they permit. We don't know none of that. And I'm the same way. Like if I do several investigations, like several days in a row, it takes a lot of energy out of me. And I'm just like down for a few days. So I believe that would be the same way if you're checking out UFOs or anything, it'd be the same exact way. So I'm thinking maybe this is a residual spirit. Okay, this one I don't really believe it. This is a kitchen table. For one, there's a red light there. This is probably during an investigation, but that almost looks like what's her name from Exorcist. Both my parents were stationed at Holloman Air Force Base, and my mom has had a up-close encounter when she was pregnant on maternity leave in 1979. They paralyze people with the mental rods they have. I wouldn't put it past them. I don't. I mean, I want to see. I've seen a UFO, or what I believe to be a UFO, and I want to see them, but from afar, just kind of like with Bigfoot. I want to see Bigfoot, but from afar. I mean, I'm talking about binoculars far. Just give me a good set of binoculars that can see from several miles back, and we're good. Because I'm very curious. I want to see all this stuff, but I don't want I don't want to be probed. No one wants that. But this one here, I don't know. I don't know. It could be. I mean, if they did an edit, it's a good edit because they have crisp, clean lines here. But editing has come a long way. But I don't know. It's not like see-through. It's got good form. But like, look at the glasses and stuff here. Like the glass almost looks like it's floating away. Let me get it over here where you can see it. But you see how like the top of the glass here looks like it's, I don't know. That glass looks more like a spirit than she does. That's weird. It's scary for sure, definitely, just like ghosts to me. Well, ghosts still scare me too. I mean, I've been doing this stuff for a very, very, very long time, and I still get scared during investigations. If you don't get scared, you ain't doing it right. And if you don't get scared, you're faking it. I heard that the tall aliens are good and the short aliens are bad. Don't tell Rob that, because he's a tall alien. See, they got something against short people too. Short aliens are bad. That'd be so funny. I mean, I can see it because like some short people are mean, like Batty. Oh, yeah, I can see that, Blue Rider. Definitely. All right. So this one's big on the internet right now. I don't know if any of you have seen it, but a housewife, uh, after hearing things, during the night or whatever, decided to take this picture, and I can't remember, was it a family that died there or something in their house? Anyway, she believes that this is the dad, a mom, and a kid here, and I think possibly another kid that was supposedly over in here. I mean, you can definitely see the outlines of what looks like a, but it also, I don't see spirit standing there posing for a picture. But this is very hard to, okay, I'm going to show you another picture of the same picture, but it's got the exposure taken out of it. So look at that. I mean, it looks like a husband. It looks like a wife. I mean, she almost looks like she's even looking up at him. And then there's definitely a kid here and possibly a kid here. I can't really tell. But, I mean, that almost looks like a mask of some sort. But it's, of course, also it's the, yeah, exactly, we're riders. It does look like Pennywise. My daughter, she would have seen this during an investigation. She would have said, ooh, gross. She can't stand clowns. And that's kind of what it's giving. But like the woman here, to me, that's the most, like that's the one I see the most. And it looks like she's looking up at her husband. So maybe they are kind of, you know, snuggled together as a family because they're scared or they're trying to figure out what's going on too. Trying to figure out who's up in their house. God, my niece just scared the crap out of me. She's behind me on the bed and she was asleep and she just rolled over. Scared me. I forgot she was in here. Okay, so, I mean, I believe this one. Because, I mean, you can even see, like, down here at the bottom, you can see, like, almost like a shadowy effect. And that's kind of what I look for, too, is, because spirits definitely give off some kind of a shadow. They do, like, retract the light somewhat to where there is kind of a shadow effect around them. It is definitely creepy. If I saw that, I don't know. I probably wouldn't move, especially if I put a lot of money into a house. But she says she doesn't feel any Bigfoot carrying a Bigfoot baby. No, this is supposedly a family caught on camera by a housewife who was hearing noises in her house. In your opinion, what are ghosts? I've heard people say there is a time limit people can stay behind until they have to move forward from this realm. How is it then there has been ghosts seen that look, I'm sure you're going to say that look like they're from way back in. I don't know, and I don't think any of us know. I want to believe that even after a spirit passes and leaves the realm, that they can still come visit, and maybe that's when. I want to believe that because I also want to believe that spirits that I believe to be my family are actually up in heaven and, you know, but when I'm hearing them here, I don't want to believe that they're stuck here. So I'm no expert. There are no experts in the paranormal or cryptid or any of those fields. If somebody says they're an expert, they're full of crap because even the spirits don't know what's going on at the time. So you can do ghost stuff all your whole entire life, and then once you pass away, you still have no clue what's happening. So even the spirits aren't experts in the field. So I don't know. I want to believe that they can come and visit anytime they want to. But I also believe some spirits stay behind because they either don't know that they're dead or they have unfinished business. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say and give an honest answer with that because I think some people just don't want to leave. Some people don't want to embrace the fact that they are gone. And if I said I knew, I'd be lying. Because I definitely don't know. But I think there are some residual spirits that don't even know that they're gone. They still believe their everyday life is. And I did a show on this a while back about how spirits see our world today. Like, do they still see their houses? Hi, Gary. Love you, brother. Do they still see their houses as they were? Or, you know, a lot of people say that spirits get rowdy and get more energy and stuff if you are renovating or, whatever. Do they see that you're renovating, or do they just hear noises and think they're hearing spirits? You know, it's hard to tell. It's definitely hard to tell. I wish we could answer it, but we definitely can't. And I've even asked the spirits, why are you still here? And sometimes we'll get a response as of family or um, I believe I've heard one time on somebody else's that they had unfinished business. Um, but yeah, I wish I knew. That's a good question. I really do wish I knew. All right, so this is some people doing an investigation, and this was caught on camera. I'm going to be a ghost. I'm stubborn and won't accept. Sean, and Sean's going to be. I hope he has a camera in his hand when he does, though, because he's going to be the one to film it all. Even after passing, Sean's going to be the one to get all the videos. All right, so this one, you got this man and woman here, and they're investigating. You can see the Rem Pod and all that here. Do you see a woman, or I think looks like a woman, hovering above them in the staircase? I don't know, if you zoom it in, it kind of looks like Pumpkinhead. Um, but they're being watched. So they're watching, but they're being watched, and they don't know it yet. What are y'all's thoughts on spirit apps? Wait, spirit boxes and phone apps that supposedly can contact. Okay, so I have a app review show that's called "Do They Really Work?" And I'm going to tell you, like I say on that, if a spirit wants to talk to you, it's going to talk to you through anything. That could be your toaster, it could be your microwave, it could be anything. If a spirit wants to talk to you, they're going to talk to you. So, in my opinion, these apps just give the spirits a tool to use. So, whether an app is cheesy or whether it's made to have its own word bank or whatever, I believe a spirit can manipulate those apps, those boxes, spirit boxes, the SP7 I absolutely love. Um, but I think a spirit can manipulate any of those things, and they can be used. So uh, I give app reviews on there, and I give them so many ghosts for whether I like them, whether I'll use them on an investigation. And the ghost I give is not because I think they're going to work or not work, because if a spirit wants it to work, it's going to work. I give an app on whether it's cheesy or whether I'm going to use it or, whatever. So, but yes, I think a spirit's going to use whatever it can. And when you turn on a device and you say, "Hey, spirit, come talk to me," that's letting out a beacon, and it's saying here there's somebody that wants to communicate, and we're just giving them a little extra energy or a little extra tool to use to communicate with us. So, do I think apps work? I think the spirits make them work. So whether the apps are really meant, it says entertainment on them, so take it as you will. But I do believe that spirits can manipulate the apps and make them work. So yes, I definitely believe that we can use those tools and they can help us investigate better. Oh, thank you, Gary. Hi, Andre. I'm not one for I like going in and just investigating. You know, you don't have to have all the bells and whistles. But if you're on a platform like YouTube, people want the bells and whistles because it gives them um, more to watch. It's not just us walking around a room saying, "Can you make a noise? Can you flicker the lights?" It gives them something else to view. Um, but I am a firm believer in just going in a place and investigating. But I do like using the apps. To me, I get more evidence that way, mainly because we're giving them more energy. The Estes method I've seen can be used to contact aliens and ghosts. I just wonder if what's being contacted is masquerading as something else. You never know. That looks like a little girl landing on the stairway. It does. It definitely looks like it's hovering over and watching them. The Estes method, I absolutely love using the Estes method, but even with the spirit apps, the spirit boxes, even if you stood right there and there was a spirit talking to me in front of me and I could actually see it, you would not know if that was actually who you were talking to. Ghosts, poltergeists, demons are few and far between. You're hardly ever, I felt like we were in contact with a demon maybe twice, and it was more demonic. I don't necessarily know if it was a demon, but it was definitely in that darker realm. But any spirits you talk to could be somebody else pretending to be who you're wanting to talk to. So it's just a chance you take. Yeah. And I believe too that spirit boxes and stuff are picking up aliens. You know, that their advancement is supposed to be like this amazing thing. So I think their broadband and everything else is going to be a lot better than ours. So we're probably picking up their radio stations. Just my opinion. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, this one's hard to see. Let me see if I can get it up here a little bit. So this is just a snow field, and there's a fence line here. And they say this is a... Get over here. That this is a little girl that they captured. Again, and I'm not trying to be gross when I say this. And if there's any kids listening, cover your ears right now. What is it? Pareidolia is where you can see things from, like, say, the tree limb. Like, I could probably pick out 10 faces right here in this tree. I could pick out a face right there, right there. That's a big old face right there. So pareidolia is when you see something that's actually not there, formed by other things. So you have to pay real close attention and kind of be able to figure out that 3-dimension or 4-dimension shape. See if it's blocking out light and everything else. So this, I mean, I definitely see what they're seeing. It looks like a little girl. But I also feel like that could be tree lines or anything else there. Because, and the reason why I say that is because over here I see a PNIS. I mean, you can see all kinds of stuff if you look hard enough. But I see a face right here beside what's supposed to be the little girl. Looks like an old man with a beard. But the more you blow it up, the more it dissolves into the background. You see? I don't see where she's popping out in front of the other stuff. So it kind of blends in once you start blowing it up more. And you kind of see that it's just the background all coming together and making... So I don't think that one's anything. And like I said, I'm no expert. That could be a little girl being like, ha, 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 ha. Little girl and a man with a fisher hat on. See, you can see all kinds of stuff in it. And Lala's looking at this on a big screen. So, I mean, I don't know. When you blow it up, you really don't see her anymore. She kind of disappears into the background. But when you come out like this, you can clearly see her. And that's what I'm saying. If you blow it up and you no longer see it, then 9 times out of 10, that's not there. Exactly, Gary. And there are so many times that I wanted it to be a spirit, and then I'm like, no, that's really not. It's not. It's the stuff around it. But I've had people send me pictures and say, look at all these faces. And there are some faces that I'm going to come right out and say, that's definitely a face. And then there's some that I'm like, oh, you may want to check that again. But like I said, I'm no expert, so. Alright, so this one, my niece, Casey, sent me. She had just moved into this trailer, and it had a master bathroom in it, and of course it had the big tub, and it had mirrors all around it, which I don't like because to me mirrors are portals. But she sent me this picture, and I probably wouldn't have thought nothing else about it, but you can clearly see, even blowing up, you can make out the nose, the eye, the mouth, and even the eyebrows kind of raised up. You zoom it out and you see it just fine. Nose, mouth, chin, neckline, shoulder. Almost look like it's wearing a brown or black, probably a black top with what looks like a flower or a brooch here. But you can make it out perfectly. You see the nose perfectly there, the mouth, the eye. You zoom it in and you can still see it. You see how you can still see that perfectly? The nose, the mouth, eye. So I was like, okay, when can we come to your house to investigate? Because I kept hearing noises back here in this bathroom. And again, I say I don't like the mirrors because they're like portals. So we go investigate. All right. So here's the same mirrors. This right here is April. And I want y'all to see this because, okay, April's right here. I'm standing right here. Right beside April. In my video, I am standing right behind April. And I am videotaping while she's taking pictures. In the mirror, I'm not there. I'm not there at all. So Twinkie's there, but I'm not. Let's go over to this next one. Twinkie's still there. She's there. Okay. I am literally right beside her, right back here, and I'm not there. I've blown this picture up several times, and we were talking everything, and that's what I said, Gary. I said, I'm probably a daggone vampire. Okay, we riders, be safe on your travels. I don't know what happened. I don't know if maybe this was something the picture we were taking, or the picture that Twinkie was taking was seeing like the portal area or what. But I know for a fact I was here, right beside her. And I mean, I even looked in this part of the mirror. I've looked in every part of the mirrors, and I'm not there. And you should have been able to see me plain as day. I thought that was weird. Okay, so this one is me and my mama. We go out to the cemetery sometimes and we'll turn on the boxes, one of the boxes, and we'll say if any of our family members want to come talk or anything else, come talk to us. Well, this crow kept following us. And it would stop. And I sat and watched this I don't know how long through that cemetery. And we go through almost all of it and just say hi to everybody. We have a lot of family and friends out there. And I said, if there's anybody that wants to talk to us, give us a sign. And that bird flies right in front of the windshield and lands right on that headstone there. So we sat there for a minute talking, and we got a few names that sounded like theirs. So we told them that we would come back and talk another time, but I thought that was very weird that a bird was kind of guiding us, and a crow at that, was guiding us to where we needed to be so they could talk to us. So I thought that was pretty neat. It's not a ghost picture, but to me it feels like it was something paranormal. But I snapped that picture just because I was like, wow, I've never seen that. All right, so this is at our house, our old house, in this same building that we're in right now. And I was doing a live stream. Oh, zoom out, why don't you? Why ain't this working? Okay. It's not going to let me zoom out anymore. But okay, so let me start up here. This was at our house. This right here is a candle I had lit. And then there's a face behind it right here. People were taking screenshots left and right at this live stream because there were so many things going on. Hi, Dad Perfect. You can clearly see the woman's face right here. I think that night we were doing dolls. I don't know if it was dolls or if we were just doing, let me zoom that in a little better for you. Maybe you can see her better. See, it doesn't change when you zoom it in. Zoom it out, it stays the same. Alright, so we're going to go over here to this side. And here, to me, this was more like a, almost felt more like a doll or a superhero or a masquerade type thing. People were seeing several faces here. I can see two men looking at each other right here. And when you zoom it in, you still see the two men. So I wasn't thinking much about this one up here, but then they were like, no, look below. And I was like, okay, it's two men. I see it. I see it now. Oh, no, 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 no. Go back, go back, go back. Daggone it. Okay. So here, you see a face as well. The nose, like that. That's like a perfect nose. The eyes. That one creeped me out. I don't know why, but that one creeped me out. And you can also see like a man here. Looks like he's wearing overalls, a white shirt. This was all in my house, right behind me, in a dark room. And I believe I was either there by myself or Layne was probably in her room. She may have been in there with me, but I doubt it. All right, and then this one, hi E.T. And then this one, I wanted to say this would look like a man at first because I thought he had a mustache. But I'm also saying it kind of looks like a woman. But you never can tell because back in the day, men wore those wigs and they were fluffy. But I can't tell if that's an actual mustache or if it's something in the way. But you can clearly see the shape and form of the face here as well. We used to get all kinds of faces pop up in that house, but we also believed that our closet over there was a portal. The whole apartment could have been a portal for all we know. Let's see. All right, so this next one, I got to skip one and come back to this. All right, so this is a video, again, at Brown Springs, like the picture I showed you at the beginning. Layne had got caught up in a bunch of stickers. And, of course, this was during the wintertime. Not really winter, but it was still cool, so she had sweatpants on, and you know how stickers are. And so I panned the camera around to see what she was doing. And I caught this image. Right behind this is a tree. Okay. I caught this image. You can clearly see it starting here, going up, and coming down. There is no hole in this tree. The tree's not even as wide as the black here. So as you can see going down. Because everybody kept saying, oh, that's just a hole in the tree. No, it's not. As I pan back around, because I'm like, okay, we'll just get untangled from the stickers. I'm panning back around, and this is the image I catch next. Well, don't do that. Right here. So This is a spirit that we caught forming. You can see the shirt, you can see the legs, you can see the face, the beard, the mustache, even looks like a black beanie or some kind of a hood over him. I've had several people make suggestions of what this could be. To me, it looks like a man. I don't know. I can't say, but that is clearly something that formed there right in front of us. And I almost feel like he's got his hands either tied behind his back or he's holding them behind his back. But to me, this looks either way back or more current because of the style of the type of clothing that he's wearing. I can't really tell if it's like a hooded garment or if it's just a shirt with a beanie on. But this is one of my absolute favorite catches here. And in the video, it's called Brown Springs. It's our very first Brown Springs video. And it's from like, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. You can clearly see it happening on camera. So when I pan around to see what happened to Layne, you see that mist, black mist going. And then as I pan back around, you see this. And that, to me, that's just crazy. All right. So let's go on to the next one. I'm not sure what this one is. I don't think this one's supposed to be on here because I don't see anything on that. What is this one? I don't remember putting that one on there. Okay. So this is my brother Donnie, my little brother Donnie's jail. He was in a jail, an old jail where they stayed several hours, pretty much overnight. And yeah, I see holes in the walls and all that, but to me, it just looked like this was just staring right at our soul. You can see the nose protruding out, like it's not up against the wall. And then here, there's no like hole in the wall there. I definitely see what looks like a man. You can see the outline here. And the evidence he was getting at that place, there's no denying it at all. Okay. Now here, let me show you. Okay, you see the sign here, right? Okay. Now look at the forming right here. You can see, look at the face here, then look at the face here. It's like it's coming out of the wall and forming. That creeped me out when I seen it. Probably not, Gary, because those are cement walls. And that was in like the 1800s. So, and I'm pretty sure it was closed down long before any of that stuff would have been like popular. Because this is mostly like a tourist attraction now. But you can definitely see the energy here. You can see something trying to form. But to me, it almost looks like the same exact face as over here, but like it's coming out of the wall now. Right there, E.G., I see them too. You see it here, and you kind of see it here, but then you also see like a ridge of the forehead right here. The long pointy nose, the longer chin, which I saw over here as well. It definitely creeped me out big time. And it's pretty hard to creep me out through a picture. But that definitely creeped me out. So Donnie has gotten some really good captures too, especially at these old jails. All right, so this one, this one I didn't really see much. Um, they've got it circled here, but I mean, I see a few faces, whatnot, but like maybe right here. I don't know. I really couldn't see what was being circled. There's a face here, but that's like bushes. I see all kinds of faces. That right there looks like a big old clown. Uh, so I'm not sure what this one was meant to portray, because I mean, if they were circling the faces and the trees, they missed a bunch up here, because this right here, I'll show you over here. No, don't go. Okay, let me zoom it back in. You see the circle. Now I see a woman right here. Plain as day. And then over here, you know, you see a man's face here. Why do you keep changing? I see like a totem pole of faces right here. So I don't know. I don't think. But then right here, I see what looks like a kid running right there. But that's like a tiny kid. No, don't you dare, Gary. This looks like Batrican running away from an investigation. See how tiny that is? Um, every time I touch that one side, it goes crazy. You talking about up there? Or top middle of this? That looks like an alien. Yeah, I see a bunch of faces too. Pole hugger. Of the circle. So right here is what you were saying. To me, that looks like an alien. And then you got the wolf man right here. I don't know. I don't know. This I feel like is a bunch, because you see faces here and here, here. Trees are the worst to take a picture of any kind of spirit, because you're going to see 5,000 faces and nobody's going to believe it, because the leaves and the trees make faces themselves. So that is one of the worst places to take a paranormal picture, in my opinion. All right, so that's all we have today for those. Um, I told everybody to send me your pictures if you want to, um, and we will gladly put them up and discuss them. But I am going to be brutally honest in my discussion. Rory. But you don't send me a picture if you don't want me discussing it and trying to disprove it, because I'm gonna try to at first, and if I can't, then I'm gonna say it's paranormal. There's a lot of my pictures that I said, oh, this is paranormal, and then people pointed it out to me, and I was like, oh yeah, no, that's not. Exactly, pole hugger. And that's another thing. When you send pictures into places for them to be discussed, don't circle your evidence and don't zoom it in on the evidence you want seen. Leave the picture original. That way, if other people find it, then you can be like, oh, okay, that actually was something. Goodbye, Andre. Love and hugs to you. So don't zoom it in. We don't need it zoomed in, because then it does, like Paul Hugger said, makes it grainy. And definitely makes it to where you can't see the actual picture or the surrounding area, so you can kind of see what maybe it could or couldn't be, a shadow or whatever. Also, don't circle it. We don't need it circled because we'll be able to find it if it's there. Especially if you want people to actually see what you're seeing and to prove you right. Well, welcome to the channel, Pole Hugger. We appreciate you coming by. I absolutely love doing paranormal stuff. But we also love doing true crime and all that. So our schedule as of now, some days we are going to be doing just this stuff, just talking, chatting, and looking over paranormal evidence or pictures. And then, of course, we have Fridays at 9 a.m. in the morning is our Suspect True Crime podcast. The person we're discussing this Friday is pretty cool. Not cool as in the fact that he or she was a murderer, but it's a very interesting story. So that will be our Friday morning at 9. Today, Monday mornings at 9 a.m. is usually our real first serial killers. It's either going to be live or in video form. And it will be uploaded at 9 o'clock, either premiere or live. And that talks about serial killers way back. Not the serial killers that we know today, but the ones from like the Wild West, the 17th, 18th century that people don't really know about. Also, even the 50s, 60s, you know, some of these people kind of got swept under the rug because they didn't want to scare people. So now we're going to bring some of those to light. The next one we're going to talk about, he's pretty yucky. All right. So Wednesday mornings is one of my favorite days. It's coffee and conversation with the curious. And we discuss anything from paranormal to true crime to aliens to Bigfoot to Dogman to whatever the heck we want to. As long as we're drinking our coffee and talking, it's all good. So that's one of my favorite days on Wednesdays. So make sure y'all come and check those out. I lived in an old gold mining town in California. Oh, that would be awesome. That would be amazing. I could imagine the stuff that you could get there. Because, you know, back in them days, it was like kill after kill. All right. So here is the full schedule. Let me see if I can make this small enough. My mama's bird clock's going off in there, letting me know that I've been on for an hour. All right, so I can't. So Monday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, the real first serial killer. Wednesday, coffee and conversation with the curious. Friday, suspect, true crime. And then eventually we'll start going live in the evenings again, but just not right now. We have too much going on with Cody and with everything here. So if you missed any of these pictures, you didn't get to see them, make sure you go back and check some of them out. There we go. But we are still running the GoFundMe if you would like to help out with that. Yeah, it's we've done some updates on that, but also if you're new here and you have not subscribed, we would definitely appreciate it if you did. We love having new people in our community, and this is probably one of the best communities around. No drama. We don't allow drama here. It gets kicked to the curb. So please like this video and share it out if you have not. And I appreciate you all coming and sticking around the live stream today. Thank you, Pope Hugger. Welcome. We love you guys. You mean the world to us. We hope you know that. And we will see you on the next live stream. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Love y'all. Bye.